Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. This is of course the Transformers masterpiece Tigatron. As you can see, he's a white tiger, and I'm going to transform him beast to robot and back, because that's how he's transformed in the package. And there's a couple of things to watch out for. First things first is, yeah, these side panels right here are kind of a pain in the butt in general, and I can never get them to 100% line up as close as possible, but hey, what do you know, also some transfer or whatever. So first things first is you want to come down here below, and you want to push these panels in a bit so that they kind of separate. You want to get these panels start separating. These two panels separated from these panels right here. Be a little tricky because it likes to really hold in once you got it in. But yeah, separate that and then split them apart. Unpeg them from here at the neck, and then pull that and the whole front leg out on both sides like that. Gets them out of the way, and that lets you also then come down here and split these panels in two, like so. Split those in two, and then bring these panels outward, like that, get them separated, and that also lets you remove the gun, like that. I'm gonna move this up. Like so, right? And then you want over here, what you want to do, you want to take this panel right here, move it in, then fold this panel up, then take this panel, kind of untab it from this one, and it's double hinge right here, bring it down, and there's a tab that goes in this big old slot right here. Right there, and you kind of form the arm panel right there, and then that lets you collapse it closer to the side, and you can also rotate the wrist right here at this point, and there you go, you have the arm pretty much done. Do the same thing on this side, move this panel up, move this panel up, take this panel and move it on its double hinge down like that. Then you can do all that stuff, and there you go. The arms are all done. And from here, what you want to go ahead and do is take these little side panels right here and just collapse them in. Just do that right now. Collapse those in. Then back here, what you want to do is unpeg this panel right here. This unpeg and untab that from here, and unpeg and untab this whole panel right here, and also bring this down. This whole armature down with the head and both heads and everything, and that will let you bring this whole thing around. You rotate here at this hinge down like that. Then you can go ahead and bring this panel down right here. Right here, this tab right here, you want to take this tab and open it up like this all the way, so it clicks into place. Then you can bring this panel up, and there's a slot here that goes into that tab or over that tab. Make sure this panel also tabs in the back down here, like that. Tabs all together. Kind of out of the way. Take these panels, untab them, move them forward. You bring the tail down. You want to bring it down like this. You also want to rotate it so it can. You want to rotate it like this so it can then move to the side. And then this part right here, the tail part, you want it so it's all, you know, kind of following the curve right there. So it's kind of nice, sitting nice and flush there. And that's what you want to do there. Now what you want to take the robot head and untab it from this thing right here. Bring the kind of tiger head down on this hinge right here, so it's kind of sitting like this. And this right here, you want to bring this up right here. You want to fold this into itself right here at this right here, these panels. And the first time you do this, it will be very tough, but just keep pushing. You are going to remove some paint on the inside, but it's not going to be a huge problem. And then right here, you want to take this head and tab it into this slot right here. That. Then finish collapsing this up like this. And then there's a tab right here. We'll go into a slot on the back side of this. And when you bring it all in, that's pretty much the chest all collapsed in. And here at the waist, you rotate this around 180 at the waist. Separate untab the legs from each other and from the hip piece, like so. Then you take these white pieces right here, you rotate them around on the thigh, just like that, and like that. Now you get to kind of the crazy part, the legs. First thing is you want to move this up and then move this out and go ahead and collapse this up like that. and rotate it around right there. Take this piece, the knee guard, and move it up like that. Want to open this panel right here. It can be a little tricky to get a fingernail in there or something to actually move it out, but open that panel up. And then you want to take this green piece right here and start moving it out while also moving this down like this. You want to extend that out, move this down, and then rotate just the little green ankle piece around 180, like so. Also, we want to take the foot here, move the heel out, rotate the round, and then collapse the tiger paw into the foot, like that. Then right here, you want to take this green piece and it'll tab in right here. There's tabs here which go in these slots. Tab it in, make sure it's all lined up, nice and like that. You go ahead and close this panel up, and then bring this around. You can go ahead and collapse this against the leg and bring it down, and this little tab right here will go into this slot right there, like so. Same thing on this side. Open that up, bring that around, close that up right here, and you can leave it like that. Bring the knee thing right there. Go ahead and open up this panel. Again, it can be a little annoying. Open that panel up. Bring this green part out whilst also moving out this thing. Bring that out. Straighten out the ankle. Rotate this 180. So, open up the heel. Rotate the toe. Collapse the paw into the foot. Bring this up and tab it in. Like that. Close this panel up. Rotate this around. Bring it up and tab it into the back of the calf right here. So tab in, sometimes it fights a little bit. There you go. And now for the part that's kind of like not clear in the instructions. Okay, what you do here, well, it actually is pretty clear. It's just a little scary. What you do here is you actually, right here, you slide this outward right here at this joint. And it's kind of scary tight, so it's a little, it can be a little frightening the first few times you do it. But you slide that out until you hear it click. And then you can rotate this right here. You rotate the leg in, rotate this piece, this green disc, into the knee right there. Rotate the knee forward, rotate the lower leg around 180, and there you go. That's one leg done. Same thing on this side. Slide this out. This one doesn't click as hard. Rotate around, rotate that into the knee, rotate there the knee, rotate below the knee. Straighten it all out as you need to, and there you go. That's pretty much the legs done, and actually most of the figure done at this point. That's the next thing you want to do down here is bring these two pieces around on the swivels and then tab them in right here to form the crotch piece right there. And that's pretty much it for that part. And the last little bit involves pretty much all this stuff, the tiger legs. Now what you want to do with this stuff, you want to bring this back and you want to take the tiger legs and kind of straighten those out, straighten the paw out, and rotate the paw around 180 on both sides, like that. Like so. And this, okay, so here you want to have one paw sticking out, like you want to have one leg kind of angled a little bit and the other leg angled a lot. And that's kind of help with that. And this is a different order than instructions do it. I find it easier to do it like this. These panels right here, what you want to do is you want to bring those out and rotate this around at this, once again, like a multiple hinges here. You want to rotate this out and bring it down and whatnot. So you can then, you want to rotate this hinge so that you can rotate at this hinge and bring it around like so. And then if you'll line up properly. And rotate around at these hinges so that this tab right here can go in this slot right here. You want to line that up and tab that in. It helps. I find this helps a little, make it easier to do the later part with pegging the legs together. Just a bit. Just a bit. So it'll actually tab in. Let's see if we want to tab in right now. I know why. There we go. Right. Because I was thinking of it wrong. Okay. So on this side, I'll show it better on this side. Okay. So on this side, you want to... Okay, so up here for beast mode, you want to bring it down on that hinge. On here, you want this hinge, you want to bring this around like this. So then on this hinge, you can rotate it around like this. And then, you know, move the tiger paw around and over. So that this tab, once again, could go in that slot. And this one's angled slightly differently because this top paw has to be angled a little differently. And this, because that, you're now kind of more or less locked into one position, and that helps you get these legs all lined up. So that you can bring them over here, and this peg right here will go into that hole right here, and make adjustments as necessary. But there you go. Well, and I guess one last little thing you can do is open this up and rotate the eyes around. If you want to be really show accurate, you give them the orange eyes. You can open that up, and technically just a little feature, but there you go. I didn't get it quite well enough, but you know, orange eyes and all that. And one last bit of transformation. What you do here is you take this, open up this panel right here, bring the gun out, flip the handle out, close it up. And that's the gun. Right, and to get him transformed back into beast mode, well, here again, you ought to open this panel up. On here, open this up, fold the gun in, fold the handle in, collapse that up, and there you go. You got the, well, guts. And well, figure itself, once again, unpeg the legs from each other, kind of move them out of the way of each other, untab these panels from there. This panel, you want to bring it up on this armature. You know, rotate it around here, bring it around like this, and bring it up. That. So rotate that part. Rotate on this armature as well. And then bring it up here, and that's pretty much ready for beast mode. And then just kind of keep these out of the way. Yeah, rotate this around and up. Rotate that around and up, and kind of, just for now, get this stuff kind of stays out of the way. Now, down here at the legs, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the lower leg around like that. Rotate that knee in. Rotate the lower leg around and rotate the knee in. Bring them out on these discs. So, and then move that out and then slide that back in. Doesn't really click going in, I've noticed. But yeah, rotate that out. Rotate that and then slide that in. And there you go. And take the waist piece right here and untab them and rotate them back around all the way back to the back so they look like that. Now untab this part and move it out like this. Open up this panel, which again can be a little tricky if you don't know what you're doing. Now open that panel up. Move this green piece out. Rotate that around 180. So take the tiger paw, move it out, rotate the toe around, collapse the heel in, and go ahead and start moving this back in, and then make sure to collapse this green piece all the way in and make sure it's lined up properly when you do so. Collapse it in and make sure it's all the way in there, and then you can close up that panel like that. Take the kneecap and move it down. You can take this, rotate it around 180, unfold it, fold it right here, and then rotate it up like that, and then it's kind of more or less kind of rests like that, and there you go. That's back in tiger mode. Same thing on this side. Untab that, rotate that around 180. Then up. Untab that, bring it down. take this piece 180, open up this panel. So, take the tiger paw out of the foot, collapse the heel into the foot, and then I gotta rotate the toe around right there. Go ahead and start collapsing this in to the leg. So it's all the way in, like that. Close that up. Take the knee spike and bring it down. And then close that up and voila, leg done. And there's weird residue on my tiger leg, huh? Yeah. Then you take these pieces and rotate them around 180. Center piece right there. Right there, and click on the place. And then the legs will tab in. There's little tabs right here. There's little slots on the legs. You tab them into the center right there. And these parts right here will tab together at the knees as well. For whatever reason, one of my tabs is kind of hooked. So kind of have to bend them like this and then bring them together. And there they go, tab it into place. Then go ahead and rotate it the waist 180. Like that. And right now I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and take the eyes. If you want them, be proper, take the eyes and rotate them so they're green for beast mode. Right. Okay, then you can go ahead and untab this and bring it all back out. Untab right here, all the way extend it out. Collapse the robot head into here and tab it in like that. And then the beast mode head we want to bring up like this, and that's more or less position for. Then do that, and that's positioned now ready for beast mode. Back here, you want to take the tail, unfold it right here at this fold, extend it out, close this up right here, these panels, close those up and retab them in like that. Move that out, collapse this tab back into the back, take this and rotate it right here at that hinge, and then there's let's see. Resting grooves here, and also there's these pegs right here. There's pegs right here which will go into the peg slots or poles on here, and there's tabs right here which will go in these slots right there. You want all that lined up. If you have it all lined up, then all peg and tab in properly. Which sometimes this back piece can be a little finicky about things. There. That, and then that's all. Make sure to just give it a good firm press. Should be good to go. Take these panels and move those up. Move that up. Go ahead and take these and just bring that up like this. It won't stay in place until everything's put together, but yeah, just put that in there. And go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and take the gun and tab and slot, or slot and hole, tab and peg. Like that. Arms, well, right here you want to go ahead and take this panel and untab it, move it up, click into place. This untap, unfold that, and there's a little tab right here which goes in like that and all lined up. I found that it's best when you do this to you move this in. You want the fist so it's the fingers kind of pointing out. I feel like that tends to make it fit the best overall. You want to collapse up here. And there's a peg here and a kind of a tab thing right here. And sometimes this likes to undo itself, I've noticed. Yeah, there's a peg here and like a tab thing right here. And you want this all lined up so that it's that all lines up and goes like this, more or less. One more looking like much like that on one side. So, and then same thing on this. Just bring that down a little bit so you can move this panel up, put it in place. Take this panel, fold it down, fold this out. Make sure this is all lined up so that those all tab together. And then bring this, rotate it here at this hinge, bring it up. Kind of, once again, you want all this stuff all tabbed together first before you start tabbing it up into the back of the tiger as well. Otherwise it tends to act funny. You gotta try to get all this lined up and all tabbed together properly. Once you have, you tab the belly together at the bottom here. See how the fists are arranged. I've found that seems to be the best, at least for me. Yeah, I've never gotten these to line up 100%. I don't think I ever will. Something's just slightly off. I think they were actually off when I got out of the package, so that's something you might be watching. I'm not sure if there's a better way, but that's the way I found. And then finally bring the front legs down right here. And you want to, okay, little holes here. You want to peg it the chest piece into the side of the hole, and peg it into the holes here. It can be kind of stubborn initially. You peg it in both sides, and also tab them in together. Again, kind of stubborn. This one is, I don't think is quite. There we go. That was a problem. Yeah, this is a stiff, so it sometimes doesn't always want to go all the way. Yeah. Peg that in and peg it in on both sides. Tab them together. Hold them together because they don't tab together super well until this point where you kind of lock it into the belly, I guess. Once you do that, it's much more solid. And then you can, adjust the paws as you need to get it all standing straight. And, well, there you go. There he is in tiger mode. So yeah, the transformation is not that complicated. It's just a couple of points to watch out for. And yeah, that's it. And so I hope you check out the review as well and whatnot. So see you there.